Visual novel. I do like visual novels. Continue. Whoa. With Azure Lane? That's pretty cool. I like Azure Lane. Dare I? Actually, I don't need sound. That could be the point. Capcom end of summer sale. I wish things I cared about were going on sale. Alright. I need to change the category. I really do. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Alright. I'm gonna change the category to I'm only sleeping and literally just start to fade away like old times. Alright. Let's see here. That's not even really a controller game. I can listen to like one. I'm not gonna fall asleep immediately, so why not listen to a little? Something, pleasant. That sounds potentially pretty. Alright, let's see if this actually works for what people said it would. I don't know if I actually did this the way it should be done. Mm. Ah, I'm tired. I hope this works. Ah, ah, this somehow works. I'm surprised it does. Ah, is this a sleep stream? I guess it essentially is. I hope it works and I can earn some money. Sorry to have this blanket here. I'm probably only doing this temporarily. Just until I get too sleepy to keep streaming at all. Sometimes I wish I would never stop streaming. There's some silver up there, that's good. Um, Mhm. Something wrong. Something. Stop. Oh, wait, what? You just got home. Just got home. Mm-hmm. Where'd you go? To work? What do you want? You can go to home. Oh, I just got back from work just now. Person stream. Oh, I thought you were doing this on purpose. Mm, I thought you were doing a sleep stream. I'm done with that. I'm done with this since I talking. Oh, but Maurice just showed up. Yeah. Okay. You want copy the video sequence now? Okay. Right. Oh, that's right. That's right. You did. How was that? Work was good. Very I had a migraine towards the end. It might be because I didn't eat much of anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think sleep streams are a bad idea? Sleep streams, sleep streams, sleep streams are a little robot fairy classic. Seems like it. Looks like while I've been laying down, I haven't had my character die, and there is a decent amount of stuff in terms of like money farming. You're drowning in money. Did one due to sleep. Did one due to sleep stream. Personal opinion. Um, um, welcome home. Hey, sorry, I was so out of it. I totally forgot everything. What's going on? You're okay. I'm just glad to be back home. Just back home. I miss doing this in VR. I think that this is better in VR, but someday we will. I'm looking forward to that more than you can imagine. I miss VR so much. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I did, yes. Got it. I need to go eat some food though. Okay. Please. Sleep streams in my personal opinion, no. What was the no an answer to? I have to use the bathroom. Why? Yep. I have to use the bathroom. This lazy ass meal is better than it has any right to be. What is it? I literally just poured chunky spaghetti sauce on top of spam. Oh. And it is good. I still need to make musubi with spam. I ended up wanting to have that. And I opened up a can of spam and started eating on it because I was so hungry. And then by the time the price was ridiculous, like, didn't have the need to anymore. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I am trying to make some musubi on Thursday. Oh, I would love that. It's not really very hard, so. No, it's. Hi, chat. Hope you're doing okay, Niji and Maurice. Same. Same, Niji. At least maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I feel like doing. Oh, I got a call from Mike Sato. I guess I gotta take that. Yeah. Shall I move? I'll go in the other room. Would be nice if the man is working already. I doubt that's the case. He sleeps first. You know, I'm sleeping VR. I miss VR. I miss VR chat. Nobody picked up. Maybe he's at lunch or something. Oh, fine. Imagine if it was already fixed. That would be convenient. I mean, it might be. Yeah. sent and picked up.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Here you go.
Yeah. For some reason, now that I put it on high performance, it's like it goes to sleep after a certain amount of time. If I move the mouse, it comes back. So I guess more work needs to be done with it.
Yeah, you probably just need to adjust it so that it is a pop back. He said the car will be ready to pick up this afternoon. They've already changed out the fuel pump and they're just working on the window.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna drive.
Hmm, that's so great. I may be able to drive to the therapist tomorrow. Because tomorrow at 10:30 I have a therapist appointment.
Yeah, did you open that letter from State Farm yet?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
It was addressed to both you and Bree, so
No. You're free to open it if you like. I'm really tired right now. If I have to, I will. Do I have to?
not right this second now, but
Are you uncomfortable reading my mail?
no, but it's probably something you want to get to as soon as you read it.
Probably, but I don't know unless we open it. Sorry.
It's a setup thing for the Bluetooth stuff.
Bluetooth? You mean the safe word?
Mm-hmm. For the safe driving thing.
Oh, right. You're free to use the computer for whatever you want to. It's literally just farming. Like you can play it if you want.
Hi, Shiva.
I've been trying to stay kind of awake, but I'm pretty tired. I know I need a normal schedule. I think I need to take my sleep pills at night if I do that though. Because otherwise I won't fall asleep.
Tomorrow.
Sorry. That's,
Tomorrow you're gonna have to be up with me at 6.
that's right. What time is it?
12:54.
Hmm. That's necessary. Sound Is this the sort of volcano farming thing people told me about? It kind of seems like it's working, not perfect and kind of slow, but it's doing something. Maybe if I was on the left, it would be better since they would have it all. Also, if they were on the left, they would walk over to the right. Sleeping a normal sleep schedule is really, really, really hard. I wish it wasn't so bad as adulting. No matter what, I have to be available tomorrow at 10:30 for a therapy appointment, and 6 o'clock we get the van from the mechanic. So, yeah, yeah. Like so I have a little bird guardian to protect me as I lay down. Hey, is it nurse?
Finally had food, and now I'm finally having some water. You know what I mean?
Thank you for the hard work today. I know you didn't want to go to work. But you did this for us, so thank you.
I also did it for my team. We would have been really screwed without me there.
I'm glad that you have another place of belonging.
They need me and they appreciate me.
That's awesome. I wish I'd felt that at work before in the past.
You killed the 550th blue slime.
Wow, those poor slimes.
No, they deserve it.
I guess this thing does work. It may not be the perfect little volcano trap thing that people told me about, but it essentially serves the function. Sure, I can make a better one in the future. If you think that it needs improvements, go ahead and tell me. I know that you know how to play these sorts of things better than me.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Alright.
Man, I can't wait to see what it looks like when you cash out. Jeez.
Alright, there's gonna be a lot of monies.
I'm half tempted to like make some buckets and then take some lava out of the don't dig up world and make my own farming trap on another world, honestly.
When it's not a hard mode world.
Well, I mean, I don't have access to hard mode yet, so.
Yeah. I always feel bad for destroying worlds and how pretty some of their structures are, but when you remember that you can always make more, then it becomes easier to part with and just be like, this exists as a resource world.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, my worlds are clearly labeled. Julia's Farm World 1, Julia's Farm World 2. Also, there's mine. Don't touch mine. It's mine.
Mine. Mine. Mine. Mine.
Mine.
Mine.
Mine.
Mine.
Mine.
Mine.
Mine. Mine. Mine. Mine.
Mine. Mine. I'm looking for my son. I like how I'm awake enough to make content. Unfortunately, underneath my lip on the inside, it looks like I don't think I lit my lip, but it looks like there's a cut inside my mouth or something. I hope it heals over soon. It feels better now that I'm sure it does. Hi, Agnes. Unfortunately, while it's good morning, I'm also really tired and was up all night. And I'm kind of laying on the couch here. I've slept on it before, though it wasn't the best option.
And I am laying on you, laying on
Oops.
You need to adjust the sleep settings, that's all.
You're free to do it if you like. It has been happening ever since I turned off balance mode.
Yeah, because balance mode is an auto-adjusted settings thing.
This is maximum performance, though.
Yeah, and so it probably has a sleep function in there, so that way you're not constantly running things at max performance.
Well, if you're up to clicking on and doing that, you're welcome to. Oh, I was asleep. Was it off?
That's what now.
Oh, well, I don't know what's up with it. Oh my god. Two black eyes.
Oh, and do you know who I saw on my way in?
Wait, what?
Do you know who I saw on my way in?
Who?
Little friend.
Oh, our cat. Nice.
I thought the other cats had driven him away or something.
I
But
was worried too, yeah.
he's still around. He was hanging out on our driveway, basking in the sun.
Agnes, I have some. Oh, you know what? Basking in this. Sorry, my brain was in multiple. Basking in the sun. That's really nice. It sounds picturesque. I feel bad for our neighborhood pets, but they sure are cute.
Yeah. I hope they'll be okay come winter.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have any crazy cold snaps like we did last year. Cats are cute. I traded a neighborhood full of deer for a neighborhood full of cats. It was this neighborhood was full of deer. This neighborhood was full of cats. Cats who like sunbathing. Hey, Agnes. Do you know anything about creative writing? I would like to write a light novel. Potentially written in the Sword World universe, though I'm not sure if I want that limitation or if I want to go for if I want it to be something like a replay or an alternate universe or an AU, or if I want it to be like an isekai that's inspired by Maria in Sword World. But I would like to do that. I've started making like a little bit of an outline and stuff, but I just don't have a lot of experience with writing. So, yeah. It's been so long. I took creative writing classes when I was in junior high and I think one in college, but that's been so long ago. I don't remember what to do. Like, even if you just know of a good textbook I could find on archive.org somehow, that would be helpful. Like, I want to find a way to realize this idea in my head, whether it's through a role play or RPG Maker or sprite art or something. I'm sorry if I'm too obsessed with this.
Yeah. I got home thinking I wanted to play Terraria, and now I can't imagine doing anything.
I know that feeling. I've done that before. Let's see. What does that say? Once you get started, it will come together. Start with a prompt? What does a prompt mean? What do you mean by a prompt?
You on the blank page, Oni-chan.
Yeah. Haha, that was a good one. Would be the best. Write another draft. As long as I can do my idea justice eventually. I'll want my idea to turn into a sacrifice for my first attempts writing stories poorly. I have an idea, go with it, yeah. Like Maria's Day. Ah, at the beach. Oh, I see.
You just
Beach
going straight
episode.
for the beach episode.
Straight for the beach episode. Do I sound worse? I can't hear myself. I feel like I sound really raspy because I'm sleepy. Oh, did your pill fall? Uh-oh.
I accidentally spit my pills up on your shorts. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm so sorry you mess up your pills. Last thing we need to do is waste more of your medicine. I'm worried. Oh, absolutely. I know you're not. Like Maria stayed at the beach, so.
I'm having a hard time swallowing my pills.
Oh, it stinks. I'm not upset with you and I believe you. I can put it in that little sack I have, or we can make another garbage bag for dirty clothes for the laundromat. We'll have the chance to take clothes to the laundromat tomorrow. That'll be so great. We can go to the laundromat tomorrow if we want to.
On Thursday after I get off work, I've got a therapy appointment.
Okay. Do you know what is meant by a prompt here? I have a sort of idea based on what they're saying. So come up with a scenario. Just come up with a scenario.
Yeah, basically. Wait, what are all these guys?
Um,
Do you get some kind of events?
I don't think those are like goblins from a goblin invasion. I forget what they're called. Like, essentially, they're werewolves.
Oh, well, I like that they just keep dropping in pools of lava.
That certainly is what the function of the lava is. Is I stay up in a safe space. They keep walking in lava. I get coins.
You die, I get paid.
Oh, great.
About this game. It's crazy to get more money by killing these fools now. Ain't that funny?
Oh my goodness, what is that from? Is that a
Wolf.
reference? Oh, I see. That's that Wii game, right?
The music in that rules.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Well, since I've been writing my character's backstory and I was watching a video about writing advice online that said you shouldn't start off with an info dump or a backstory. It would probably be best. Oh, you are still there. Okay, it would probably be best to start off with like an interesting day at the church or at the village.
Yeah.
And I just need to figure out whether I want her to start off with the story of her being in a major church and somehow earning her keep there, or protecting a smaller village from monsters. Of course you can go lay down.
I'm sorry, I really wanted to be awake and hang out, but boy, how
Fine.
my sauce.
Can you? Do you feel awake enough and need that water?
I was gonna take it with me.
Oh, I just want to drink some. I'm really dehydrated.
I agree.
Mm.
That's how I was feeling.
Oh, so I do have prompts. I see. I just didn't know what prompt meant. So, my idea for the character, since I'm awake enough to talk about it, I might have gotten a small nap in there and can wake up a little. That was my hope, is that I wouldn't have to end the stream so soon. My idea is that I wanted her to be a religious, as angelic in personality as possible. Like, what do we associate with, like, being angelic, you know? All the things I wrote for my character who is a succubus, which is, like, kind, empathetic, pure-hearted, innocent, all those different things. It was like, well, if I make her all these positive traits, that could make her a Mary Sue. So I tried making her fit in with some of the negative personality traits of a character who inspired her, which is the priestess from Goblin Slayer. She's not the only inspiration, there's also others, but that's one. And so it's like she was born a succubus. I just haven't decided whether I want there to be an isekai element or not. Mm. Because isekai are very, very popular, right? Probably now still. Or is the industry of light novels moved on from isekai? I do think that isekai would be fun, but it's not necessary to the character I want to write. It could just be a fantasy story. So I'm having difficulty deciding whether it's like she's reincarnated with some memories of a past life, like maybe her soul was taken in after dying in her past life by some demons and gets stuck, and instead of being in limbo or reincarnating into another human, she ends up reincarnating into a demon because of like her soul's being snatched by demons in the life cycle. And, you know, she might have the slightest, most vague memories of her past life, which is unusual because that her soul was snatched by demons, but not many memories. And she still, you know, grows up like a kid, not having the memories, most of her adult memories. It was like, I don't know. Committing to whether it's going to be an isekai or not is difficult. But one thing I know is that I wanted her to be pious and very much like a nun. Because the idea is to challenge the Madonna whore complex. I've heard people talk in terms of tropes. I'm not even sure, but they might have a page for that on TV tropes, even. You know, the idea is that a lot of people, unfortunately, have seen women, especially, as being evil or moral whores, or pious and empathetic and sweet-hearted Madonnas, which is been harmful to a lot of women. Why does it keep doing that? I don't like that. So the central idea is that she exists as something that unfortunately people don't associate with the Madonna part of the Madonna whore complex. You know, she's a succubus. That's literally how she has to survive. You know, I'm writing her as a character that's literally, you know, has to survive on people's energy, which does have a parasitic nature to it. And is probably something extremely lewd. Like, I read things online saying that succubi live on seminal fluids. So it's like that's very, very lewd. That puts someone in the firmly in the whore part of the Madonna whore complex, where people characterize that as villainous women. Whereas I want her personality to be an exact mirror of the perfect Madonna. Just the ideal self for me, honestly. It's a little bit self insert. But essentially, my function here is that I want to challenge that idea by making this a fundamental part of her nature, but make her as innocent, sweet, and kind as possible. That's really the theme that I'm going for. She serves to be a vehicle for that Madonna whore complex and subverting it. So, isekai would benefit from, having been potentially an innocent or decent human in their past life, or being against being turned into a succubus. It's like, I didn't want to turn into a demon. Why am I being reborn in this world as a demon? But does it add a lot to the character? I don't know if it does or not, other than it becomes easier maybe for the audience to project onto the main character, like in a lot of isekai. In a lot of isekai, the audience is able to project more onto the main character because they can see themselves, oh, they're just an ordinary person from the real world. But it might be better to not, honestly. I think I just have that tendency because a lot of light novels, especially fantasy light novels, are isekai, it seems like. So my brain is like, oh, well, if I'm going to write something that's like a light novel, it needs to be an isekai. So it's probably just my brain being like, oh, it's a fantasy light novel. Mm. I'm starting to wake up again. That's good news. I need to get some water though. I'll be right back. Thank God I'm waking up. Oh, alright. Just a lot. I guess it just takes a little bit. Hello? Looks like I'm up. Okay, it's working. It sounds weird. I couldn't hear myself. Alright, I guess I'm not asleep right now. Could even check to see how much money that was. But yeah, ow. My bottom lip and my gums hurts. I'm glad this thing actually works, this little gold farming thing. But, yeah, as I said before, what's central to the character is not, oh, that it's isekai, or anything so much as a vehicle. The character is a succubus as a vehicle to challenge the Madonna whore complex. She is a character who has the sex drive of any character that people would label a whore, but is the perfect example of a Madonna. I know that people often like subtle. All right, good night, Miji. I was just starting to wake up a little. I guess I had a nap, which is nice. Naps are great. And now I'm just starting to wake up a little. Good night. Sleep well. So, I'm mentioning this because it's like, okay, this is what is driving me forward. It is, you could say, it's sort of power fantasy, or a vehicle to put out my own selfish message in a not so subtle way about the world. And it has its like own like obvious appeal. But when I think about the central core, why am I writing this character? Why does she exist in my brain? It exists because of what is called the Madonna whore complex here. Oh, yeah, Bellum Garden's pretty. So I can show that. Um, is there like a TV tropes? I don't know. Here it is. It's a term. I didn't just make this up. In psychoanalytic literature, a Madonna whore complex, also called a Madonna mistress complex, is the inability to maintain, this is lewd, but in committed loving relationship. First identified, I'm not a Freudian. Freudian ideas are silly, but it's an old concept. First identified by Sigmund Freud under the rubric of psychic impotence, this psychological complex is said to develop in men who see women as either saintly Madonnas or debased prostitutes. Men with this behavioral complex desire a sexual partner has been degraded or a whore, while they cannot desire the respected partner, the Madonna. This goes beyond that as a general, trope in media. Or a societal facet, more than a, personal, romantic one. Over 30 comic series. Make a draft. Abyssal Void. I need more water. I'm gonna be right back. It's good to see you, Abyssal Void. Oh, I do have some water in here, thank God. I'll drink this until I'm finished. Guess I'm not sleeping anymore. At least not for now. I'm glad that you were able to understand what I was trying to communicate there. Is it good that I have, a central understanding of why my character exists? As, a foundation to build upon? Alright, let's see what I got from this here while I was laying down. That's a lot of gold. White gold ore? Where did the gold ore come from? Not that I'm complaining, of course. I just hope that doesn't all despawn. Might be able to, go up here and, oh. or a wood platform. Only goes somewhere if you do something up. Are there any good videos? Gosh, even though I'm broke, if it was really worth it, I'd even use some paid service like Skillshare. I keep seeing YouTubers try to promote. Come join Nebula! Come support my Skillshare! Go support my VPN sponsor! Oh, I just went up to 27 gold coins. That's pretty good. Like, I want it. There's also creative writing textbooks. Just jump into writing, I see. Well, I have a Google Doc. Here's like some of my attempts so far. I'm not sure what the title is, but this working idea. A lot of what I've done so far is like odd world building stuff. Maria the Angelic Succubus. Central character and central reason my character exists. A subversion of the Madonna. Why am I doing that? Madonna horror complex. Why was I making that typo repeatedly? On Discord I created there? Sure. I mean, I could post it in the middle of the stream, but it's like... Here. Would this work? Might be able to just post it in the chat. It is a work in progress. Oops, that's edit. I don't know, do I need to like change out the edit part? I don't know what I need to do. Maybe there's like a way to link to it. Share? You need to... I need to what? Oh. Yeah, I wasn't trying to let people change it out, right? There we go. That should work. Who is this? Succubus character who would normally fit the poor side of the Madonna. Who is the perfect Madonna for safety of your ideas. If someone wants to steal this idea, by all means, have fun with it. At least there's evidence that this was an idea of mine. Oh wow, it's a gold one. An editor do what they please with it. Apparently I posted a link that I should not have. That will mess that up. It's a good thing I have, like, a backup. Here, let me, like, save this. In case. Download. Alright, I have a PDF to recreate it if I need to. Yeah, some people can, so I just did that. What can I do? So is the perfect one, what is that? Anonymous capybara. Hello. Who is the perfect Madonna? Well, I'm here. I'd also kind of like to play some cookie clicker. Is there like a creative writing category on Twitch, like a tag? Or only people with the link? I don't know. I could turn it back into private. I could also send you the PDF. Okay, I'm glad it's a good link. I'm idling. Is there a category for like some sort of creative writing or books on Twitch? Something about related to novels? So like the perfect Madonna, i.e. saintly, pious, innocent, loving, caring, empathetic, etc. Ideally, she would be an even better person than I would hope to be in my wildest dreams. You know? I want her to be my ideal self in some ways. Which makes it feel a bit like a self-insert, which I know is considered cringy writing, but if I may be allowed this one cringe. So I decided to kinda make my own universe, but I can also graft this into Sword World where necessary. Has been adapted into AUs for Sword World or Dungeons, or potentially Dungeons and Dragons. Any tabletop that allows a wholesome succubus, cleric / healer character. Let's make a good story if it works. Permission to edit real quick. I mean, sure. If you want to. Luckily, I can always download this if I need to, if it's like a problem. Succubus might be funny. It could, but my idea was for a cleric. But, you know, she could definitely become a paladin. I wasn't intending to make her rough and tumble as a paladin. I do imagine her as someone who would literally jump in front of an arrow if it meant to save someone else's life. Like, she has a tendency to want to help. She's an expression of the part of me when I was a child who wanted to become a doctor or a nurse. Sent the request? Where does the request go? Where do I find said request? Is it here? Open comments history? I mean, that could work. But the biggest inspiration, there's a lot of inspirations, but like the biggest example of this character archetype is this. Like this is its own archetype of character. And it's basically all exemplified in her. I've never watched this, but I know enough about her. She very much fits into this sort of character. Also Colette, you know, since we're going for that. As I don't want to just... There's a lot of characters, not just her. Also like her, Colette from Tales of Symphonia, in terms of personality, is a very good example. There she is. So very sweethearted at her core. Represents some of my psychological frustration with the Madonna or complex and tendency of society to see sexuality as non-wholesome, as well as my ideal self being kind rather than cool or strong. You did say you play Nintendo. Oh, yeah. You mean my hairpins being the buttons on a Super Famicom controller? Gosh. What are some Super Famicom games that I love? Tales of Fantasia. Let's see. Donkey Kong Country 2. How do I see the request? Because I don't see it. Do I have to check my emails? That looks a little dangerous, potentially. But I can get on the other computer to do that if you need, Ignis. I just don't see the request. Do I have to go somewhere else? Sorry, Ignis, if you're there. Donkey Kong Country 2, Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island. It's not okay to write on stream? There's so many games. Gosh, Chrono Trigger. Super Mario RPG. Star Fox. So many games. Seiken Densetsu 3, Secret of Mana? The stream due to privacy stuff. Well, that stinks. Oops. Control you. Oh, psychological. Hi, Kyle. I'm glad you got some sleep. What's a decent amount? You need to change the category. Yes, what category should it be? I was wondering about that. I feel like I guess I was assuming that I didn't need one because every time I brought it up, no one said anything. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm asking a silly question. You were probably AFK when I asked that, so I was like, oh, I guess I don't. I took the wrong thing from the silence I received to my question. I was like, wow, I asked this 5 times and no response. I guess I don't need to change the category. Is there a creative category? Here, I'll go look. Also, how did I send you an invite? If that was, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry. I just started to explain myself. Creative build, creative verse, creative runner, creative chamber. I'm not seeing a creative category. There is? I don't see it, really? Please don't go showing on stream. Well, where do I check the request? When I type in creative for Twitch category, it says Barbie as Rapunzel, a creative adventure, a creative verse, creative destruction, creative build, creative runner, creative chamber, Songbirds creative gaming, Buddies creative class, Freshcraft survival and creative console, Oscar the Balloonist my creative workshop, Minecraft create and survival, creative contraptions, Hamadashi creative, Spooky Lab creative Halloween game for kids, Amazing Spider-Man creative studio, Conductor creative joy engine, but not just creative. So where is it? I tried and tried. I looked through and there's like a dozen things, but none of them are just creative. Oh, crafting. I see. Where is the request? I can do it on my other computer. I can get up and get away from my streaming setup. Makers and crafting? Is that the sort of place to be? Sounds like it. Doesn't look like story writing. Makers and crafting. I see. today? Probably so. Crafting? Dial clicker, click word. Let me click it again. Makers and crafting. Oh yes, I love Pokemon. Pokemon is great. I don't know where I'm supposed to check the request. Is it an email? I will show my emails on stream, but I could get on the other computer if it's there. I just don't know where to chat. It's based on like my Sword World character. I could just copy and paste most of the stuff. So let's just like add as much of this as possible. So Maria. Oh, sorry. Players, Maria the Angelic Succubus. International Cat Day. Is that what this is? Happy Cat Day. So, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, sticky notes. Oh yeah, they are. I saw that. Is there like a select all? I don't see select all. Okay, that works pretty well. It's not exactly what I expected it to look like, but okay. This is a lot of the information from Sword World that I can just copy and paste here. So there's that. Which is pretty large. But also just like insert a picture. We'll see here. Control A? Is Control A the invite? Oh, Control A was select all. Oh well. Don't need to post the picture right now. This can all be text. I can go check my email on the other computer just in case. Speed things along, at least we'll know. Firefox. Google. Gmail. All right. I gotta say, Ignis, there is almost like a fate to this, knowing what your name is. There is fate here. That's a very familiar. I'm sorry. Maybe I said too much. Alright, how's this coming along? No worries. Was that a bad joke? I don't know if it was even a joke, it's just like, wow. What a funny coincidence. These animal names. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean to be funny. I'm just using a singular they and it's like all confused. Looks so funny, haha. This what did I just do on stream? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nothing. I think Okay. I don't know how to explain. Explaining would only worsen the problem. Moving on from Sword World, I imagine my character being a cleric or priestess. who eventually joins a major religious order. As I've seen so many times in anime, giant Catholic inspired church. Thanks. More. But also, I wanted her to struggle to spend the majority of the story finding belonging, but struggling to find belonging in a small rural village or moderately sized against odds of her being a succubus and learning and being able to defend the town. That's sort of what's been floating on. Is like a town in the woods, and like where the desert city Rajaha scenario has been forced. If in my own world I don't have to be stuck in Rajaha. Did the hedge cuts work? I'm sorry about perfectly clean. Alright, let's see. Still alive! Been doing good at somehow surviving, just idling here. It's just surprising. So do you have access to it now, Agnes? I hope so. By the way, did you know this, Agnes? Your name is the name of one of the 3 sword gods who formed the world in Sword World. There was Lumiere, Ignis, and Cardia. Yeah, it's an interesting coincidence. That is great, right? Sometimes there is fateful things that happen with names. Sometimes there's fateful things that happen with names. So let's mention some character inspirations. Characters with shared tropes. Priestess from Goblin Slayer. Colette from Tales of Symphonia. Shares a very similar personality, I would say. Am I doing okay so far? Am I just meandering around too much? Oh, in terms of the world and world building, I actually created my own world based on our own to some extent. And the idea... Well, by the way, this is another example of what she looks like. Again, Mint from Tales of Fantasia could count. A little. I definitely want her to be wearing similar clothes to this. This is definitely the sort of clothes I imagine her wearing. Is this. Where's my Pangea? Sort of like, Pangea, where all the continents were together shortly after. Oh, here it is. Totally not seeing that map, but where is the map? Oh, here it is. So, this was a part of our world in the past, according to the Pangea model. I felt like it was close enough to our world, but different enough that this is a inspiration. I'm gonna diverge from this a little bit, but this is sort of close to the world I want to go for. I feel like this looks enough different from our world while looking, you know, similar to Earth in some ways. Trying to figure out. Share the inspiration. Sure! Work on something. That would be awesome. Here. Oops. This is going to be a terrible night. Really? Because I'm gonna have to, like, fight some boss or something, aren't I? Alright, that's a decent amount of gold. I wish I knew what's going on with your IBS too. I am dumbfounded. The twins? The twins? What are the twins? Oh. I'm not here to fight these enemies. Leave me alone. Whoa, why did it do that? That was weird. I might have some in the furniture down here, though I doubt it. A workbench couldn't hurt. Neither could a door. Thank you, Ignis. Yeehaw. So I have like... No, I didn't have one over here. Weird. Oh, that's right. Door. Yeehaw. Alright, I can put Symphonious, no. I can insert a picture. I hope I have room. I drive, no. No. I wonder if, like, a URL would work. You can, but... Unsupported image type, really? Well, what type is it? There sure even is that picture now. I know, right? It's so gruesome, and there's reference to one of the things that's most disturbing in this world. I'm just familiar with her as a character. I do not care for Goblin Slayer at all. This might work. Oh, okay, save. Oh, it's a WebP. What is everything save as a WebP? Priestess from Goblin Slayer. That's the priestess from Goblin Slayer. I didn't expect there to be that much extra space. Colette from Tales of Symphonia. Oops, I messed that up. Plus a image that really exudes her personality. Whoa, that looks sexy. Here. Colette from Personality, Social Role. These characters I appreciate, yeah. That's a good image. That would work very well for the point I'm getting across. Look at her kind-heartedly hugging. Let's look at her personality. Is it going to mention her personality? History? Appearance and personality. She's not very self-confident. That may be the case. This is just a bunch of spoilers. What a shame. I mean, it's kind of control causing. Yeah, they're apparently not great. A P is awful. Yeah, it contains gruesome murder of a party of people and content warning. Apparently a lot of non-consensual assaults. To put things as delicately as I seem to know how. Without just sugarcoating something that's horrible. By goblins themselves. So, gruesome murder and sexual violence, which I have no interest in. And I'm never gonna watch Goblin Slayer. But despite that horrible world, the priestess is an innocent, sweet, kind-hearted girl. And she definitely is an example of what I'm talking about. I am never going to watch Goblin Slayer for that reason. I don't enjoy seeing that. It hurts. It hurts. I have a similar brain pattern acting like when I was freaking out over the organ harvesting in Library of Ruina. It was not a pleasant experience. I have a bit too much empathy for fictional characters than is normal. To do this for what? Do you need me to end the stream? What's up?
Mike said the van is ready.
Oh, the van's ready? Oh my gosh. I'm not ready. Y'all, I'm gonna have to end the stream.
Let's see. Settings, save and exit. Van is ready, yeah. That's exciting. I'll do more of this later. I'm listening to something familiar. Yeah, sorry, we have to go pick up the van. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm also not ready at all. Alright, I have to end the stream. Go ahead and end stream. Goodbye, y'all!